Francis Avenue and Swingle Street in Indio, and as you said, the suspect has been taken in custody. In fact, he's on his way over to the hospital now. When police found him, he had a self-inflicted wound. We don't know the extent of the wound or how he hurt himself, but the call came in around 10:20 this morning. Police received reports of a wanted man in the area. When they tried to arrest him, he fled and went into the house behind me. Joining me now is Sergeant Dan Marshall with the Indio Police Department. Sergeant, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Could you talk to us about what the man was wanted for?
So he was wanted for an incident of domestic violence that had occurred a couple days before in our area, and also for some criminal threats upon the person that he committed the domestic violence assault against.
Okay, and we received reports that he may have been armed. Was he?
Well, we were here because we had written a search warrant. When the gentleman went into the home, he had a weapon. The officers thought they saw a weapon, so we wrote a search warrant to obtain that weapon as evidence of the crime that occurred a couple days before. And while the Desert Regional SWAT team tried in vain to get him to come out of the house peacefully in this situation with our trained negotiators, he inflicted an injury upon himself, and the officers actually made a very heroic entry into the home to get him out, to get him some medical attention.
When you say he inflicted a wound upon himself, was it a gunshot, a knife? How did he do that? You know,
Vince, I'm not so sure now exactly how he hurt himself. I just know that the SWAT operators had indication that he did hurt himself. They made entry into that home to get him medical aid and to get him out of there as best they could.
What was his condition last you heard?
Last I heard, he was being transferred to a trauma medical center in the local area, so they were serious.
Sergeant Marshall, thank you very much for joining us. As you heard, the suspect is in custody on his way to the hospital with a self-inflicted wound. Reporting live in Indio, Vince Marino, KMIR News.